Welcome everyone to the first biology video. Today we're going to be looking at cells and cell structure. So these are all eukaryotic cells. So eukaryotic cells fit the animals in, the plants and the fungus. Things like bacteria fit into another category, which we'll look at on the next video. So this one in front of us is a plant cell. So in order to identify it as a plant cell, there's three things that we are looking for that only come up in a plant cell. And those three things are the cell wall, which is here, cellulose cell wall, and that is that very outer layer. The permanent vacuole. So if we have a look and follow that line, all plant cells have this huge vacuole in the middle, which is full of cell sap. That helps keep the shape of the cell, because if we look at plant cells, they're quite rectangular in shape, and that's what we want because that plant has to hold its stem up towards the sunshine. So permanent vacuole, always in a plant cell. And the third one is the chloroplasts. So these are shown green here, these little dots, but obviously on an exam paper they're usually shown a black colour. And chloroplasts are only in plants and they absorb the light for photosynthesis. So there's no reason for them to be in an animal cell. So just to reiterate, three things that we're looking for in a plant cell. The cell wall, which is this outer layer. If you look, there's a double layer in a plant here. The permanent vacuole and the chloroplasts. And we'll also have all the other things that come up in both plant and animal cells, which is a cell membrane, this inner layer, ribosomes, which are often shown as tiny little dots and sometimes shown attached to this other thing here, which you don't need to know the name of, but we're looking for the tiny little dots for ribosomes. The mitochondria, which are very, very small organelles. These are called organelles. Basically means little organ. Cytoplasm, which is this jelly-like substance. And we'll look at all the functions of these in a minute. And the nucleus down here. All cells have a nucleus. That's what controls the cell. So if we don't have a nucleus, then obviously the cell has no control. It wouldn't be a cell. So it must have a nucleus in it. So let's have a look in contrast at animal cells, So here we go. We've got these five things in animal cells. The cell membrane, which is this outer layer, but in an animal cell, it's just a single layer, not a double layer. We've got our cytoplasm, which is this jelly-like substance here. We've got our nucleus, which is this larger circle here, usually depicted as quite a large circle in animal cells. We've got our mitochondria. Now, I think they look a little bit like woodlice myself, but that is what a mitochondria looks like. And again, we'll look at the functions in a minute. We're just doing the naming at the moment. And then in this cell, our ribosomes are shown as little dots. Okay, so 5 things in an animal cell, 8 things in a plant cell. Can you remember what those 3 things were that were in a plant cell that are not in this animal cell? Well done if you remembered permanent vacuole, cell wall, and chloroplasts. That's the ones we need to be thinking about. Okay, let's have a look at our functions, because we need to know the functions of all of these parts of the cell for plants and animals. And this question comes up loads in exams, so it's really important we get the right words. Okay, so cell wall, just in a plant cell. This is important. It's made of something called cellulose, and it strengthens the cell. It keeps that cell rigid, because as we mentioned earlier, it's important that cells keep their shape. Cell membrane, so this is in both. It surrounds the cell. But the function is it controls which substances enter and exit the cell. So if it can't go through the cell membrane, it's not getting in the cell or it's not getting out of the cell. We've then got our mitochondria. Now, when you were younger and you did science, you might have learned mitochondria are the powerhouse of the cell. That was okay then, but you won't get a mark for that in GCSE. So it's important that we get the right words. And if you are asked the function of the mitochondria, there's one word you need to mention: respiration. Okay, so they're found in the cytoplasm, yes, but that's not a function, that's just a bit of information. The function is, it is where respiration takes place. And if you want to add a little bit more, you can say it needs oxygen, or oxygen is used up in this process. We've then got our chloroplasts, so plants only, chloroplasts. They are found in green parts of the plant. Okay, that's not a function though, that's not a job, that's just a little bit of information. What's the function? They absorb light to help the plant photosynthesize. So we need that word, photosynthesis, and we need absorbs light. Okay, don't put sun in your exam papers. Unlikely to get a mark if you say sun. Sunlight, you might get a mark, but light is absolutely fine, or light energy. Right, let's have a look at the vacuole then. This is filled with cell sap. So again, that's a bit of information, but it's not the function, it's not its job, but its job is to keep the cell rigid and support the plant. So that's really important, okay? If the plant wasn't rigid, or the plant cells weren't rigid, it wouldn't be able to grow upwards towards the light. So that's important. We've then got the nucleus. So this is in plant and animal cells. Controls the cell and contains the genetic information. So you could say also it contains the DNA, that would be fine, or contains the chromosomes, or contains the genes. But it's got two functions: controls the cell, contains the genetic information. Okay. We've then got ribosomes. So this might be a new one. The site of protein synthesis. Now, synthesis just means building. So the site of protein synthesis means where they build proteins. Okay, so the two key words, protein synthesis. And then the last bit down here is cytoplasm. So this is like a liquid gel that's inside of all cells. It's where the chemical reactions take place. All right, where chemical reactions take place. Now, just once more, can you pick out the three things on here, which are just in a plant cell? Let's have a go. Well done if you said cell wall, vacuole, and chloroplast. So well done if you said those three. Okay, let's move on, have a look at an exam question. So we're going to start nice and easy, and we're going to look at this exam question. Now, sometimes they'll tell you whether it's a plant or an animal cell, and sometimes they won't. If they don't tell you, you're going to have to identify it by looking for chloroplasts, or a vacuole, or a cell wall. Now, very kindly, they've told us in this one, the diagram shows a cell from a plant leaf. So we know it's from a plant. Name the part of this cell that, first of all, controls the passage of substances in and out of the cell. So if we think back to our functions, what was it that controls the passage of substances in and out of the cell? It was the cell membrane. Okay, not the cell wall. The cell wall is to keep the shape. The cell membrane is what controls what goes in and out. So this one here, cell membrane. And number two, name the part that is filled with cell sap. So we are looking for something in the plant cell that's filled with sap, and it's this vacuole in the middle. So the answer to this one is vacuole or permanent vacuole. That's 2 marks just for naming those things. Let's go to the next bit. Give the names of 2 parts of the leaf cell that would not be found in a human liver cell. Now, some people panic over these because they look at it and they go, well, I have never looked at a human liver cell, so I don't know what that means. Now, in terms of biology, we are animals. Okay, so if there's any questions on humans or human cells, we're talking animal cells. So that's what we're talking about here. Give the names of 2 parts of the leaf cell, so that's a plant cell, that would not be found in a human liver cell, which is an animal. So basically it's asking you, give 2 things that are in a plant cell that are not in an animal cell. You've learned 3, hopefully you can remember them. We only need 2. So we can have permanent vacuole, or we can have chloroplast, or we can have cell wall. Okay, but you only need 2 of those. And then here, next one, part C, the chloroplasts produce oxygen. Draw a ring around the correct answer to complete the sentence. The oxygen produced by the chloroplast passes out of the cell by... Now, we can probably do this by a process of elimination. So digestion is the breakdown of food. So that is nothing to do with this topic. Okay, so we're not going to think about that one. Respiration is producing energy. It's certainly not moving molecules around in this context. So it must be diffusion. Now, there's 3 ways that things can get in and out of cells, and we'll be looking at in one of the future videos. But for now, the oxygen passes out of the cell by diffusion. Okay, well done if you got those 5 marks. On the next video, we will be on to prokaryotic cells, which are mainly bacteria cells, and looking at their functions and so on. So I will see you in the next video.